Will Oxfordshire homeowners be made homeless? The number of properties for sale in Oxfordshire has fallen by 19% since this time 2 years ago. And one of the reasons that many Oxfordshire buyers feel overwhelmed and very fearful that they will be made homeless if they sell their home and can't buy another. So I've decided to look again at the facts and give them to you in greater detail in my article this week. And my research has found the number of Oxfordshire properties for sale started to decline last autumn. And nationally, the same story is being written as the average UK estate agency office now has around 16 properties on their books to buy, compared to 43 2 years ago. So why is this an issue? Well, many Oxfordshire homeowners are wanting to move home, but are worried that they will put their current home on the market, it sells quickly, and then they're unable to find another home to buy. Thus, they believe they will then be making themselves homeless. Well, the fact is that most Oxfordshire home buyers need to sell before they can buy their next home, meaning they actually need to place their property onto the Oxfordshire property market before they can actually buy their next home. And this is the tricky bit, because of the low supply of properties for sale and the very high demand, there is an imbalance in the Oxfordshire property market. This means that some Oxford house sellers are nervous to put a for sale board outside their house. So what I did is I looked into the Oxfordshire numbers in greater detail. And according to the three main portal sites, which are Rightmove, Zoopla and On the Market, in October 2019 there were 1,067 properties for sale, and today there are 862. That's a big reduction, that's 19%. And when you break it down into bedroom numbers and the type, it gets even more interesting. So I've broken it down, hopefully it doesn't bore you too much, but these stats are very important because it may help you understand the amount of bedrooms and what type of properties are actually selling. So properties on the market in October 2019 compared to the properties on the market now, and the percentage change. So 5+ bedrooms, there were 141, now 107. 4 bedrooms, 176 down to 133. 3 bedrooms, 326 down to 208. And then 1 bedrooms have actually gone up by 7%. And when you actually look at the type of properties, it gets a little bit more interesting. So the type of properties on the market in 2019 compared to the properties on the market now and their percentage change. So detached, 240 down to 113, 53% drop. Semi-detached, 272 down to 208. Terraced, 174 down to 138. And flats have gone up by 10%. So as you can see, there have been some interesting changes in the number of properties on the market in Oxfordshire over the last few years, depending on the type and the number of bedrooms. Yet most types of housing are down considerably. So if Oxfordshire homeowners do sell, will they be made homeless if they can't find their next forever home? The answer is no. Oxfordshire properties are coming onto the market all the time, yet the buyers have got to be in the game. You've got to be in it to win it, so to speak. So if you keep looking at properties without having your property actually on the market, let alone sold, then you're going to find yourself in a very tricky position. One of the big things that I can advise is sign up to every single estate agency's books. Let them know when things are coming to the market. And you've got to remember, sold subject to contract is your get out of jail free card. You don't have to sell. The average time taken from agreeing a sale to it being legally binding is about 19 weeks. So you've got plenty of time. During those 19 weeks, you are sold subject to contract, which means you have 4 or 5 months to find your new home. And the likelihood of not finding your new home is actually very small. And as I said, even if you can't find anywhere, you will never be homeless, as the sale is not legally binding until you exchange contracts. So you actually, as much as it's frowned upon, you can withdraw from the sale up to that point without penalty. And one final word of advice to all Oxfordshire homeowners is around 6 in 7 Oxfordshire home buyers could have missed their forever home in 2020-21. Let me explain. In a UK study, estate agents said that 84.8% of home buyers were not on the estate agent's mailing list before they contacted the agent to view the house. That's a big percentage. So that's 6 out of 7 waited until the property actually came onto the market on one of the portals on Rightmove, on the Market and Zoopla before they even asked to view it. But would it surprise you that depending on the location and type, up to 1 in 5 houses don't actually make it onto the portals for sale? So this is a tricky one. So this means if the home buyer hadn't registered themselves on the agent's mailing list, they would have missed out on their forever home because they wouldn't have actually known that the property was actually for sale until it was way too late. So quite simply, if you are actually serious about moving home in Oxfordshire, get yourself on the mailing list of all of the agents in Oxford. They'll have Off the Market coming soon. There's a lot of opportunities that you don't want to miss. Hope this helps. It's Damion Merry, Fine and Country. Thank you.